quiet handyman lives a modest, threadbare life in a forgotten corner of the city, fixing what's broken for people who can barely pay him. He cannot speak. He's been mute for as long as anyone currently in his life has known him. But he communicates everything through his eyes and his hands. His entire world revolves around his daughter, and their early scenes together are tender and warm despite the poverty surrounding them. Then in a single afternoon, that life is torn apart. His daughter is snatched off the street by men working for an organized child trafficking operation that treats kidnapped kids as inventory. He goes straight to the police, and they do nothing. Worse than nothing, the system is compromised. Officers are protecting the operation instead of investigating it. And he walks out realizing no one is coming to help. If his daughter is going to be found, he's the only one who will find her. That's when the story flips. Of serious combat training buried inside him. He takes on armed traffickers by himself, using the environment. Using whatever's in reach, with brutal, controlled efficiency. The story never fully explains where that skill came from. We only get fragments, hints that he fled some past life or identity. Rebuilt himself completely around his daughter, and buried whoever he used to be. Whoever that was, it was violent enough that hiding it entirely felt necessary. Now that buried self is clawing back to the surface because his daughter's life depends on it. Meanwhile, a second man is on a parallel collision course with the same network. A journalist investigating the trafficking ring because his own wife disappeared while chasing the same story. He isn't a soldier, but he's relentless, resourceful, and capable of holding his own in a fight. His investigation keeps hitting the same corrupt walls the handyman just ran into. Their paths cross, and the two men form an alliance built on necessity rather than friendship. One of them, after all, can't speak. They realize they're chasing the same enemy from two directions and stand a far better chance together. From here, the story becomes an escalating series of brutal confrontations. As the two men fight their way up the organization's hierarchy. Every fight puts them one level closer to the people actually running things. Protected by hired muscle, corrupt officials, and increasingly dangerous enforcers. Along the way,
trespassing.
they discover just how vast the network is. Dozens or hundreds of children funneled through the same corrupt system that failed the handyman from the start. The stakes stop being personal to just them and become a portrait of an entire rotten machine. As they close in, they start identifying specific. Highly skilled enforcers guarding the top of the organization, each one a harder, more personal fight than the last. The handyman gets closer to solid leads on where his daughter is being held. The journalist gets closer to the truth about his wife. A truth that starts feeling less like a rescue and more like a reckoning. More hints about the handyman's past surface here too. Certain enemies react to him strangely, flickers of recognition. Moments of hesitation, as if some of them have heard of him or someone like him. Before, it's never spelled out, but it's enough to make clear that whatever life he had before his daughter still casts a long shadow. The deeper they push, the more dangerous the fights get. The organization throws its most lethal enforcers at them. Trying to end this before they reach the top, there are real setbacks, injuries. Moments where it looks like one or both of them might not survive. But neither man is built to stop. Eventually, they corner enough information to locate the heart of the operation, the inner circle running the network, and hopefully the place where the daughter is being held. The finale holds nothing back. The two men storm the stronghold, fighting through wave after wave of enemies in an escalating gauntlet that saves the story's most elaborate. Punishing combat for last, the true masterminds, who have hidden behind corruption this whole time, finally have nowhere left to run. It all builds into one massive, chaotic final battle against the organization's most dangerous remaining enforcers. By the end of the fighting, the trafficking ring's leadership is dismantled. The operation is broken, and numerous other kidnapped children are freed in the aftermath. Then the story gives its two heroes very different endings. The handyman finds his daughter alive. He gets to hold her again and take her home. A quiet, deeply emotional moment after nearly 2 hours of brutality. He still can't speak, and he doesn't need to. His face says everything. The journalist's ending is far less kind.